Thank you, Cathaoirleach. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge and offer my sincere condolences to the tragic death of John Pender. This man was killed in Fuengirola last Friday. He is the co-founder and husband of Caroline McGuigan of that wonderful charity SOS Suicide or Survive. I just don't know how Caroline is going to face the coming months and years ahead, because this man was her rock and her worked with her every step of the way in this wonderful charity. Leader, I have three issues I'd like to direct to you, if you don't mind. The first is I'm asking you to look at the increase, to please increase private member slots. There are 10 people in my group here. It's 8 months since I've been able to bring anything to the Chamber, and I'm asking you to, I think you were going to look at it, I'm asking would you look into it further so that we can all have a go at bringing some legislation through the Seanad. The second thing I'd like to say to you, I'm just hot off the press after meeting a young woman who I'd like to talk about two issues that she has just dealt with in the last few months and indeed last few years. She is from the Defence Forces. She worked for Ireland for 16 years and put herself both physically and mentally at serious trauma, physical trauma, mental trauma. She is now suffering from complex PTSD. She has been told that there is nowhere in Ireland who can treat her except St. Pat's Hospital, private hospital. And of course you need to have insurance for that. So she is abandoned by this country and by the HSE, even though they could support her in St. Pat's Hospital by paying for a bed for her. So one of the things I'd like to ask you, Leader, is that can we have a debate about the way the hospitals are, because this is one of the other things that's occurred to her in the last few months. She was in a hospital. I'm not going to name the hospital until I can get absolute more information about it. But the wards that you were on, this psychiatric hospital, where people were not changed or showered for weeks at a time. And the only reason why she was able to look after her physical self was because she refused to have medication that would make her zombie-like. And I would like to have a debate in this chamber with all the other members of Oireachtas who constantly complain about the mental health services in this country, and yet still nothing has been done about it. Let's have a debate about it. Instead of just talking about it, a few words every now and then, let's have a proper debate about it. The second thing is I'd like to also have a debate about the way the people from the Defence Forces are treated. There is nothing there for them, and they are traumatised. There's nothing there for them when they leave their duty, when they leave their time with the Defence Forces. And again, what's the problem here? What is wrong? We expect these people to safeguard us and our country, and yet at the same time we can't look after them when they need help. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Leader.